I'm calling to change the date of my return flight.
Of course, Miss Smith. I see that you are scheduled to return on November 15th. When would you like me to change it to?
I really have to come back a day early. I hope there is a flight available.
You're in luck. There is a seat available on the 3 o'clock flight. Will that be okay?
I heard that Crystal's Consulting went bankrupt.
You're kidding me. I thought they were doing well with the new contract they signed earlier this year.
I know. I wonder what happened there.
Mr. Smith is your client, right? Why don't you give him a call and find out?
Did you get in touch with Mr. Wong?
Sorry, I forgot. I'll give him a call right now.
That's okay. I will call him myself. Why don't you run downstairs and get these reports copied for me?
Okay, I'll take care of it right now.
I'd like to check out these books and this magazine, please.
I'm sorry, but you cannot take the magazine out of the building. It's reference material.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I guess I have no choice but to make copies of the article I need. Would you change this dollar bill for me?
Of course. And our copier on this floor is out of order. You will have to use the one downstairs.
Excuse me, I think there has been a mistake. I didn't have this apple pie charged on my bill. Also, I didn't have the steak dinner. I just had some chicken salad.
I'm terribly sorry about that. I must have brought you the wrong bill. Let me get the right one for you right away.
All right. Could I also have this leftover food to go?
Sure. I will put it in a bag for you.
Hi, Jean. Is Mr. Ramirez in his office?
Yes, but he is in there with Mr. Duncan right now. Is there something I can do for you, Ron?
Yes. Could you tell him that I need his signature on this document when he is done in there? Tell him that I will need it by noon because I have to give it to Mr. Chow when I meet him for lunch. Can you do that for me?
Sure. I think I can do better than that. I'll ask him to sign it, then bring it by your office.
Could you do me a favor and take a trip down to the post office to mail this letter?
The post office is closed now. Do you want me to call a courier service instead?
Oh, is it that late already? In that case, I'll just get Mary to take it to the client's office after we finish work today then. She lives very close to Mr. Brown's office.
Okay, I'll give it to Mary when she comes back from the warehouse. I was very surprised to get your resume, Mr. King. We are looking for an advertising manager, but we have not let anyone know of this yet. May I ask how you found out about it?
Well, a friend of mine works here, and he told me to send in my resume to you.
I see. Well, I'm very impressed with your qualifications, and I think we may be able to make space for you here. What is the name of your friend, by the way?
His name is Andrew Jones. He's the accounting manager here.
Have you finished reading the book I lent you a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, I finished it over the weekend, and it was really good. I'm so glad that you recommended it to me. Anyway, I was going to bring it with me today, but I forgot. Do you need it back soon?
Well, James has been asking about it, and I told him that I would lend it to him. Could you bring it with you tomorrow?
Oh, I know James. He and I live in the same apartment building. If you'd like, I could give it to him after I get off work tonight. The leftover brochures from our last seminar are stacked up in the back of the room, and it doesn't look good with clients coming in and out of our office. I really think we should move them to another place.
Couldn't we just put them in the storage room for now?
Well, I would have already done that, but there is no room there now. Hey, I have an idea. I'll go and speak to Mr. Lee and see if we can temporarily store them in the janitor's room. I'm sure that there is some space there.
That sounds like a good idea. Tell him that we will be handing them out at our next seminar, so it'll only be for a week. I'm sure he will let us keep them there. May I have your attention, everyone? The electronics exhibit will be closing in 15 minutes. We'd like at this time to ask all vendors to start packing your goods. Visitors to the exhibit should make your last-minute purchases at this time as well. And lastly, those who have parked your cars in the underground garage, you are to move your vehicles by 6:15. The garage door will be shut down at that time. Thank you, and we hope everyone had a great time today.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to first of all express my gratitude for allowing me to speak at your annual seminar every year. It has already been 5 years since I first set foot in this company. I can still remember the first time I stood here, and I have to say the company has grown at least twofold since then. At the time, the company's growth was anticipated, but the speed at which it has expanded takes me by surprise a little. Anyway, I am really happy to have contributed at least a little with my knowledge and experience in sales. Now, let me begin the day's talk with a brief history about how the first salesman was born.
The road conditions around the city this morning aren't looking any different than any other morning, with the regular tie-ups and a minor accident to report in the Bay Area. A two-vehicle collision on the intersection of Mills Road and Jackson Avenue is being cleared up, and traffic should resume to its normal condition very shortly. Also, the construction on Peace Bridge has its 5 lanes reduced down to 2 lanes. Those who are planning to travel across the bay are advised to use the Ambassador Bridge instead. This has been Rob Stewart with the day's traffic report.
Thank you for calling the voicemail of Stan Johnson of the McMillan dealership. I'm currently showing a vehicle to a customer and can't answer your call. However, if you'd leave me the details of your call and a number to contact, I will get back to you as soon as I can. If this is a call about the compact sedan you saw in today's advertisement in the paper, I'd like to mention that the sale price will only last until tomorrow. The sedan is a hot item and is going fast, so don't delay. If this is an urgent call, please press 0 and talk to the receptionist. She will page me right away. Thank you and have a nice day. Hi, and welcome to the Pittsburgh Zoo. My name is Charlie, and I will be guiding you around this afternoon. Now, before we begin our tour, I'd like to quickly run through the schedule of the day's activities with you. In the first part of our tour, you will get a look at the brand new baby tiger that was born yesterday. Her name is Sarah, named after her caretaker, and she is the cutest thing you will ever see. We will just arrive in time for her feeding. Then you will be guided through our recently refurbished aviary to view our famous collection of exotic tropical birds. After that, we will stop for lunch at the food court. In the afternoon, you will be free to roam around the zoo on your own. Does anybody have any questions?
A special report just in. We have several travel advisories in effect today. The snowstorm that hit our city last night is causing traffic chaos this morning. Up to 100 centimeters of snow has come down so far, and it does not look like it is going to stop anytime soon. An airport official has told reporters that all planes departing and landing have stopped. Most of the schools in the city have also closed for the day as well. It is advised that you stay indoors today, as most of the highways are jammed with cars. This has been Jim Brown. Stay tuned as we will bring you more updates in 1 hour. Now back to our scheduled program.
Welcome everyone to this year's annual House and Home Show. We are proud to announce that this year's show will be the biggest ever held in this state. There will be 150 exhibitors displaying more than 2,000 different home products. You will find exciting, innovative, practical, artistic, and beautiful designs of products ranging from mansions built in stone to houses made with bottle openers. In the architectural section, you can find stunning models of the latest in home designs, including houses, apartments, and villas. The furniture section includes both the most modern new modular designs and a range of genuine antiques. And that's not all. We also have extensive displays of dinnerware, cookware, and lighting. So let's begin this spectacular event.
Good morning and welcome to our monthly breakfast meeting. I know many of you have difficulty getting up that extra bit early, but in my view, this is a really worthwhile exercise. And I'm sure you'll agree that the quality of the coffee and food on offer makes up for the inconvenience of getting up early. I want to start today with a very pleasing news item. One of our engineers, Michael Kleinsfeld, has won an award for innovation in the field of computer security system design. This is very exciting. Michael will be featured in an article in Computer Magazine next month, and of course will gain valuable publicity. Michael will be addressing our meeting a little later. Now, does anyone have any business they would like to add to the agenda?
Hello, this is a message for Nancy Brown. Ms. Brown, this is Shelley Williams of Balcombe South Financing. I'm calling to let you know that I have been working to process your loan application, and I realized that I have not yet received a couple of documents I had asked for earlier this week. It is very important that I get those documents by the end of today. My boss will be taking his vacation starting next week, and if I don't get those documents on his desk before the end of tomorrow, your application will not be looked at for at least 2 weeks. Therefore, would you please call me back at my office as soon as you get this message? I will be here until 5 today. Thank you.
Questions 98 through 100 refer to the following talk.
I'm glad to see that everyone is present today. The reason why I have called you here today is to introduce our new International Relations Manager, Jason Hege. Mr. Hege had worked for Islington Incorporated for 4 years before moving into Harrison Limited for 6 years. Mr. Hege brings with him 10 years of experience in international business and fills the gap that we so desperately need in building relationships with other foreign corporations. During his tenure at his last 2 companies, Mr. Hege had lived in Europe, North America, and Asia and is fluent in 5 languages. This, of course, is going to be a great asset in our goal to reach into the other parts of the world. Now, would everyone please make Mr. Hege feel at home here and welcome him to our company?
Sandy, if you're not busy tonight, how about checking out a movie at the mall?
All right, but I have to take these drawings down to the Arts Center in the afternoon. Would it be okay if we meet at the theater?
Okay. The movie starts at 7, so why don't we get together around 6:30?
Actually, let's make it for 6:15. That way we can get a quick bite to eat before the movie starts. I saw the for rent sign on your lobby window. Can you tell me how much the rent is here?
Well, our units range from $900 to $1,100 a month. However, there is only a 2-bedroom unit on the 5th floor left. All the 1-bedroom apartments have been rented out.
That's perfect. I was looking for a 2-bedroom apartment. Would you mind showing me the place now?
No problem. Let me just get the key from my apartment. Are you done making the centerpiece yet?
Yes, I got it done a few minutes ago and placed it on the table over there. Do you want me to get it for you?
No, but what I need you to do for me is to go downstairs to the basement and get me 2 buckets of roses. The customer just called and said she wants to use roses instead of these carnations for her party.
Oh, is that right? I thought she was quite insistent on using the carnations. I wonder why she changed her mind.
Have you heard? Richard won his medical malpractice case in court today.
Yes, isn't that great? I was talking to him last night and he was very unclear of how his case would go. I'm so happy to hear that he won.
Well, he's a great lawyer and he has a great reputation. Hey, why don't we celebrate by taking him to that new Greek restaurant tonight?
Actually, that sounds like a great idea. Why don't I just finish faxing these documents to my client and come by your office right after I am done here?
Mr. Lewis, I just finished changing the tires on the Jeep.
That's great, Rob. Now, could you change the oil in the van over there? The owner called and said he will be coming to pick it up in 1 hour.
All right, but don't you have to replace the fender on the black sports car first? I thought that was an urgent job as well.
Oh, right. Thanks for reminding me. I'll get to that right after I am done fixing the air conditioner of this sedan.
Excuse me, I am here to get these pair of pants exchanged because they are a bit too tight for me.
Of course. May I see your receipt, please?
Actually, I don't have one because I got them as a gift the other day.
I'm terribly sorry, but I can't give you an exchange without the receipt. It's store policy. Why don't you get the receipt from your friend and come back at another time?
Are you okay? You look really worn out.
I'll be fine. I just feel a little tired because I stayed up really late last night preparing for today's speech. There were just so many numbers to look at.
Ah, yes, that's right. You are due to give a speech about the sales projection for next year later, aren't you? How does next year's projection look anyway?
Well, it doesn't look too good, with the inflation rate going up as it is now. I thought about ways to improve our sales, but I can't seem to come up with anything really good. I'll get more into details later, but things don't look so positive at this time.
Hi there. I'm not sure if you'd remember me, but we met at a marketing seminar in Toronto last March.
Ah, yes, I remember you. Your name is Mary Stewart, and you work for Jason Miller. Are you still working for Jason?
No, I left Intech last month. I'm with Expert now. Have you heard of the company?
Yes, I have. In fact, we often do business with your company. I'm quite familiar with the sales manager there. His name is Jack Little. Do you know him?
All the tables are set and the food has been prepared. We just need for the guests to arrive. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Yes. Could you go into the kitchen and see if we have enough drinks in the fridge? I just got a call from the client, and he said that about 10 more people are coming after dinner has been served.
I'll go and take a look, but I am pretty sure that there aren't enough. Should I call Sarah to send more drinks if there aren't enough?
Yes, please do that. And could you also ask Joe to bring some more chairs from the storage room?
Excuse me, I believe you are sitting in the wrong seat. This is my seat.
Are you sure? I was led to this seat by the theatre attendant. Let me see. My ticket here says Section C, number 13.
This is Section B. Your seat is in the next aisle.
Oh, is that right? I'm terribly sorry about that. I guess the attendant was confused because it's very dark in here. I'll just make my way over there then.
Good evening. All of you graduating today must be very excited and nervous about your future. As a practicing physician who graduated from this university 10 years ago, I want to say that your chosen profession will be rewarding, both ethically and financially. What I am trying to say is, you will be helping many people in need, while also earning a good deal of money. However, you have to remember that the work you will be performing will be very stressful and require a great amount of patience and inner strength.
Hi, Sarah. This is James. I'm sorry to be calling you at home this late, but I couldn't catch you at the office because I was in a meeting all day. Anyway, the reason for my call is to let you know that our meeting with the head office people has been postponed to next Monday. Apparently, the accounting manager has a personal emergency he has to attend to and can't make it tomorrow. I hope this doesn't inconvenience you in any way. If you have any questions, please call me at home. Thanks, and I'll see you at the office tomorrow.
The weather looks great this morning with clear sunny skies and temperatures in the mid-20s in most parts of the city. However, clouds are heading our way from the northeast, and by this afternoon we should be getting some rain showers. If any of you listeners are planning to go outside today, don't forget to take an umbrella with you. The forecast for next week looks similar with temperatures in the low 20s and a chance of rain. This has been Joanna Newman with the day's weather. I'll be back in 1 hour at 10 o'clock with more weather updates. Thank you for tuning in. We'll now get back to our regular programming.
May I have your attention, please? Due to unforeseen circumstances, this morning's speech by our CEO, Mr. Frank Harris, will be cancelled. We apologise for this inconvenience, but Mr. Harris, who went to Paris on a business trip with the general manager, could not catch his flight back last night. His flight was cancelled due to a heavy snowstorm there. However, don't worry because we have something else planned for you this morning. Mr. Scott Owens, our Vice President, will fill in for Mr. Harris. He will come on stage in a moment to talk about our sales projection for the next year. Would everyone please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Owens? Hi, Mr. Tanaka. This is Jason Price here. I just received a call from my travel agent and he has informed me that a flight to Tokyo has been booked for tomorrow morning. This is good news because this means that I can now attend the meeting scheduled for the 4th of May in Tokyo. I was wondering if you could do me a favor. I was hoping you could reserve a room for me at the Yoshimi Hotel since it is very close to your office. I would appreciate it if you could take care of that for me. Thank you, and please call me back after you've dealt with the arrangements. Brand new from Captain C's world-famous frozen dishes, an extra-large meal for those who will like a truly hearty meal. To prepare the meal, simply open the package and heat for 5 minutes. This new meal comes in 4 different varieties: chicken, turkey, pork, and beef. And for a limited time, if you purchase 1 extra-large frozen dinner, you will receive another one at no cost. So, if you are a hearty eater, start packing up your freezer with the world's best frozen dinners today. This special offer will only last until the 30th of this month. Captain C's frozen dinners are available at your local supermarket.
Now to the entertainment news. Beginning this week, Lady Day will be celebrating its 10th anniversary at the Imperial Six Theatre. This classic musical has touched the hearts of thousands with its moving story about an orphan boy who grows up to be the wealthiest businessman in the city. The show's success is due mainly to the writer of the musical. However, the always modest John Sanders tells others the real reason for the show's success is the brilliant performance of the actors who bring his story to life. Perhaps the show's real success is a pleasant mixture of both great writing and skilled acting. To celebrate the anniversary of the show, all ticket prices will be 30% off this week. If you have not yet seen the show, this is the perfect time to check it out.
The ongoing talks between labor and management at the nation's largest automobile company finally came to an end yesterday, with an agreement after 2 months of failed negotiations. The 10-hour talks last night resulted in a positive outcome for both parties involved. The company's spokesperson said that they will make an official statement later today, but the rumor is that the labor union was guaranteed a 10% wage hike with increased security measures at the factory. This, according to an insider, is exactly what the union was after, and it seems like the wait was worth their while. The 1,000 assembly line workers who walked out on their jobs will be back at work tomorrow. This has been Jack London with the day's report. Now back to you, Tom.
Good morning and welcome to the 5th career day here at Empire Hall. I can see that most of you in attendance are fourth-year university students who are eager to talk to company representatives here today. I'm happy to let you know that there are over 200 companies who have set up booths to help you with your career choices. Simply walk up to the booth you are interested in and speak to the person standing behind the table to get the information you need for the job you want to apply to. And if you need help smoothing out your resume and cover letter, a special workshop at 10 this morning will teach you how to catch the attention of the job recruiters. May I have your attention for a minute? This is an announcement to let you know that the following changes will be made in today's conference schedule. The opening speech scheduled to be given by Mr. Wagner will be postponed until after lunch at 1 o'clock. Mr. Wagner, who is coming in from London, has been delayed due to heavy fog at Heathrow Airport. I just received news that he is expected to arrive around lunchtime. Therefore, the 1 o'clock speech by Julie Munich will be pushed up to 10 o'clock. Also, those of you who have signed up for the 3 o'clock workshop are to go to the front entrance to pick up a packet for your workshop. Thank you and have a great day.